All month, we've been highlighting ways to get your business ideas up and going, and starting a restaurant is the dream of so many people. So we called in an expert here. We have Vic Allred, who's owner of Jazz, a Louisiana kitchen. You're also president of the Missouri Restaurant Association.
Yes, I am. I tell you, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
So we're here in the kitchen because this is a pretty important set for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, I enjoy coming here and cooking. I just cooked last Friday for Restaurant Week, but this is a great time during Restaurant Week to kind of, people are getting out, they're seeing, going to new restaurants that they've never had an opportunity, and also it's not killing their pocketbook this week as well.
Exactly.
And not only that, we're making a lot of money for our charities, but it does give an opportunity to highlight, the industry itself, and then some of the problems and different things associated with our industry. And, I think the very first one that you'd have to talk about is capital.
Sure.
And just being able to get a loan or being able to find investors, and this is one of the toughest industries in the world.
This is one where there are more failures than successes.
If you, well, the statistics bear that out. 50% of all restaurants close within the first year.
My goodness.
5-year restaurants is only 90% are closed within 5 years. So I feel pretty fortunate because I have one that's been open since 1986, and then here now in our Midtown location on 39th Street, we just celebrated.
It's wonderful.
We just celebrated our 21st anniversary.
And you have more than one across the country.
Well, we're still all corporately owned. We're not doing franchises yet, although that's, I think, where we're going to grow in the future is to do franchising. But, once you get the model going, and then it becomes a little bit easier. Although I think one thing that I've ran into is that, duplication is one thing, but duplicating success is another. So even though we have multiple locations, some are more successful than others. And so I think a lot of restaurateurs, they start a restaurant, it does very, very well, and they think, oh my gosh, I can take this, I'll do 60 locations or whatever. But it's just not that easy.
Wow. So what do you tell people? Because I know they come to you for advice. You are the go-to guy. What do you say to them? Obviously, you said capital, but how do you make a restaurant successful? I imagine you got to have the product, the food.
And that's the thing. There are a bunch of people out there that think just because they can make a really good chicken soup that they should open their own chicken soup kitchen or something. They think they should be doing that. And I'll tell you what, there are just so many more things. You have all the labor issues, you have the regulations. That's one thing that I've always been involved in my entire career, has been in the restaurant associations, because I don't know how people get educated. I'm constantly finding out new trends, new regulations, new laws, and then especially within all the different cities. Just trying to get a liquor license in every different city is different, and so you have to go through all of that experience. And I think that's one of the main one of the main issues in terms of trying to expand.
Absolutely. So be part of a restaurant association so you can learn.
Absolutely. I don't know what people do. I don't understand what people do that are not members of our association. I don't know where they get all their information, especially because we spend all our time working in the restaurant business. So, if you're not ready to work 50, 60, 70 hours a week, then this is the wrong business for you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Well,
Vic,
I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for all these.
Some great advice for people wanting to start a restaurant, start their own business that way. Thanks so much for coming and sharing, and definitely check out Jazz because it is delicious.
Well, thank you. And again, our website, which is morestaurants.com. morestaurants.org. You can join in there at any time, and we have everything. There's actually a really neat restaurant starter kind of a kit that you can get that can help you move along some of the processes associated with the restaurant.
Okay, very important. Good.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Thanks for coming.